Welcome to Logilab SDMS FTP Configuration. In this video, we'll be seeing how the FTP can be configured in the SDMS application. As an overview of the FTP technology, we have a capture method, FTP backbone, and a restore method. In the capture method, we have either push or pull type of configuration from the system. The FTP backbone acts as a secure FTP upload. We also have a restore method either to restore it the original data folder structure. This way, the FTP technology has been architectured in SDMS. To explain more about push and pull mechanism. Push mechanism essentially consists of installing the services mainly in the client system, which pushes the data to the Logilab SDMS server. Whereas in the case of pull mechanism, the server has got the services which will pull the data from the client PCs. This is the main difference between push and pull system. Both can be employed. The SDMS supports both type of pull and push mechanism. Let us see how the server configuration can be done in SDMS. This is the overview of server configuration. This is the home screen. The home screen consists of parts in the server configuration tab. On the left hand side, you have the servers that have been configured in the system. It has got the details of all the servers that have been configured in the Logilab SDMS. On the right hand side, you have the details of the server, mainly when the server has been created, when the server has been modified, who modified it, which user has modified it. All these details are there in the right hand side of the screen. There are two buttons available there. One to add a new server in the Logilab SDMS system, and another button to edit the server configuration. Now let us proceed to the system by logging into the SDMS application. That will take you to the main application page. In the main application page, you need to click on the FTP icon. This will be the home screen of the FTP. There is an add button mainly to create a new server. In that new server, you need to enter the name of the server first and the type of the server. You need to enter like Windows or Mac or any other name. You need to enter the username of the server, which is the valid username available in the server system. You have to enter the password of the server. It should be a correct password and it will be validated as set up in IIS. Select the active checkbox and click submit. Server has been configured and that has been listed here. Now let us proceed to the server drive configuration. This is the home page of the server drive configuration, which is shown in the screen. The server drive configuration, similar to server configuration screen, has got two main parts. One is the left hand side, another one is the right hand side. In the left hand side, you have the list of all the servers that have been configured in the Logilab SDMS system. On the right hand side, the details of each server is listed. When it has been created and who created it, which user has created this, when it has been modified, who modified it. These log details are available there. Similar to server configuration screen, we also have two buttons here. One to add a new server drive configuration. Another button is there to edit the server configuration details. Navigate to server drive configuration and click the add button. Here you need to enter the full folder path of the FTP drive as configured in the IIS. You need to navigate to the folder, copy the path. After copying the path, you need to paste it here. Unfortunately, there is no browse button available here. Enter the port number as available in the FTP configuration of the IIS. You need to navigate to IIS console. Open the IIS console. Verify the port. In this example, it is 21. Note down the number 21. Enter it here. Click on the active button. Click to complete the configuration. Now let us proceed to FTP configuration. This overview of the FTP configuration, it has got two parts of the screen. One in which you have the FTP details. FTPs are the virtual folders which are configured in the Logilab SDMS system in order to store the data from client to server. We have second half, that is the right hand side. We have the details of the log, that is the FTP configuration log details. Who created it, when it was created, what is the date and time. All the information are available in the log details part of the FTP configuration. We also have two buttons. One button is to add a new FTP folder. Another button, that is edit button, to edit the FTP configuration details. Now let us go to SDMS application. Click on the FTP configuration tab where you have to set up the FTP. Click the add button to create a new FTP folder. Enter all the details, mainly the FTP group name, which is the default virtual directory field in the server. Click the checkbox here to activate the FTP folder. Click the check button to verify whether the server details are correct. Click the submit button to complete the FTP. Click the add button again to create one more FTP folder here. The step is same as seen before. Check button to validate it. Click activate it. Click submit to save and complete the FTP folder setup. Created FTP folders are getting listed here. In order to edit it or view it, click the edit button. It will take you to the FTP configuration. After editing it, you can click close button. How to set up the FTP rights. Click on the FTP icon. Click the FTP rights here. Select the FTP folder. Click the mapping button to navigate to the FTP rights user assignment page. Select the appropriate users, either to select it or deselect it. Select it to assign, deselect it to revoke the access rights. Click submit. It will open the audit trail page in which you need to enter the password. You need to enter the comments about the details of the user rights assignment. Click submit button. Similarly, if you want to do the next user, you do the same process as shown before. You need to select or deselect in order to assign or unassign the users, either to grant or revoke. Enter the audit trail details like password, comments. Click submit button to save the setup. So this completes the FTP configuration. Thank you very much for watching it.